Hello students, my name is Professor Supriya Kulkarni from Kekewak College Sandoli. Today we are going to learn file system and event sourcing in Beyond NoSQL. The appearance of NoSQL database has done a great deal to shake up and open up the world of database. But we think the kind of NoSQL database we have discussed here is only part of the picture of a polyglot persistence. So it makes sense to spend some time discussing solutions that don't easily fit into the NoSQL bucket. Polyglot persistence is already seen in the last video. Now we will discuss about file system. Database are very common, but file system are almost ubiquitous. In the last couple of decades, they have been widely used for a personal productivity documents, but not for enterprises applications. They don't advertise any internal structure, so they are more like key value stores, which is hierarchy key. They also provide little control over concurrency other than simple file locking, which itself is similar to the way NoSQL only provide locking within a single aggregate. File systems have the advantage of being simple and widely implemented. They cope well with very large entities such as video and audio. Often, databases are used to index media assets stored in files. Files also work very well for a sequential access, such as streaming, which can be handled for a data which is append only. Recent attention to clustered environments has seen a rise of distributed file system. Technologies like the Google file system and Hadoop is a database, provide support for a replication of a files. Much of the discussion of MapReduce about the manipulating large files on a cluster system with tools for automatic splitting for a large file into segments to be proceeds on a multiple nodes. Indeed, a common entry path into NoSQL is from organizations that have been using Hadoop. File system work best for a relatively small number of large files that can be processed in big chunks, preferred by in a streaming style. Large number of small files generally perform badly. This is where a data store become more efficient. Files also provide no support for queries without additional indexing tools such as SOLR. Now we will discuss about event sourcing. Event sourcing is an approach to persistence that concentrate on a persisting all the changes to a persistent state rather than persisting the current application state itself. It's an architectural pattern that works quite well with most persistence technologies, including relational database. We mention it here because it also underpins some of the more unusual way of thinking about persistence. Event sourcing does add some complexity. Most notably, you have to ensure that all state changes are captured and stored as events. Some architectures and tools can make that inconvenient. Any collaboration with the external system needs to take the event sourcing into account. You will need to be careful for external side effects when replying event to rebuild an application states. Thank you students for watching my video.